Good evening. This is your girl Nala-Ife for House of Cards, Tarot, and actually, I don't even know what I'm talking about. House of Cards. It's been a minute. Welcome to Nala-Ife Tarot, and also welcome to Nala-Ife Talk Live. If you are watching me from Nala-Ife Talk Live, check the description box if you want to join in the chat. Okay, and that way you can come over to the channel, which we're doing the active reading. Okay, which is originally House of Cards Tarot. Now it's just Nala-Ife Tarot. Good evening, Raven. Good evening. I hope all is well. Let me bring the screen in. I hope all of you are doing well during this quarantine shutdown, honey. Shut down. But hopefully we can take your mind off of some of those things tonight as we look at from now until the end of April for all 12 zodiac signs. We're going to go Aries through Pisces. Special shout out to my Aries in the building or who will watch later. Happy birthday to you guys. And we are almost coming towards Taurus season in under 10 days. We'll be in Taurus season. So time is moving pretty fast. Okay. I hope you guys have been able to keep yourself busy. All right. I want to show something off. I just received this to my collection. I'm still waiting on some materials for my kid to do my own organs, but I just got this to add to my kit. I believe I can't think of the name of the stone right now, but I have I have three, and I just really love peridot. I think it's like it's not peridot because peridot is semi precious, I believe, or precious, but I love it. I love it. Yeah, a little origami, not origami, but organ, Lord, organ or organite to help block off all of those nasty EMF frequencies that we all may be experiencing in some capacity with the increased use of 5G and whatnot. We'll talk more about that in some of the topics we have coming up on Nala-Ife live talk. So if you're not already subscribed to both of the channels, make sure you check the description box and you'll see both channels. Make sure you hit your girl up on both sides. Let's see who else we see in here. Hey, BB. What's going on, BB? Yes, we gotta stay busy. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Raven. Shout out to BB. That's who I see in the room. Okay. Okay. So let's try to get us into some other spirits. What do we have? Hold up. Hold up. I've been thinking about this, but I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna crack open my new box. It's not new. I've used it on this channel before, but I've not. I have two boxes of these. I kind of want to take us into fast forward us a little bit. Okay. With everything going on right now, there's a lot of stagnation. Okay. So I'm going to talk about the themes in April using this deck, but I'm going to try to project us into May using the After Tarot, which kind of gives us an idea of what to expect in the after. Thank you, BB. Yeah, I did short this go around. That doesn't help. And they're lined in metallic. So yeah, thank you. So let's see here. Honey, I can't get to my lady. She's closed down because of the coronavirus and whatnot. So even though I have several boxes of her longer lengths, I'm in conservation mode. I was like, child, let me go in here and get some models that I put together that I've had for a year or two and go short. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the sign for Aries. So, what are the things in the month of April that's taking us into May in your birthday season, Aries? We have the Page of Swords. So, Aries, I can expect you to be a bit pensive about your season right now, especially as you're coming into your new, well, like your new, what is that? Your solar return, and you have a lot of pent up energy, Aries, a lot of pent up energy right now. You may feel out in the cold in some capacity, but I'm going to say this right here. It's about making use of this energy. We have two pages here, so this is about learning something, um, needing to learn something, needing to observe something with your actions. This is time to be innovative. Let's talk about what we see with pages. We see youth, okay, vitality. It's about being innovative, okay, with whatever passions you have, making some sort of plans because you got it coming in the future, okay. Some of you may be really, really focused on um, energy. It can be a person, place, or a thing. You may really want to reach out to that person, place, or thing. So if you're cross watching, you have an Aries, you're cross watching for Aries. This could be you, or Aries, you could have someone who's really watching your social media. If you going live on social media right now, posting videos, posting posts, everyone's locked down in the house. You got someone who's coming in, potentially who you could have dated in the past, that's watching your social media. Okay. I'm seeing it right here. You may not even be noticing it. It may be the lightest of, like, of energies in your way and in your direction, and it looks like you're a bit distracted. So just keep in mind, in the month of April, you may have someone who reaches out to you. You may have someone who likes posts. You may have any of those kind of things going on. um However, I think that you are not seeing it, Aries. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm getting is that you may be so pent up, ready to go and do your own thing, that anything that's holding you back, anything that's like return of something, it's not that you're going out of your way to miss it. You're missing it by efforts of what you're planning for yourself next. Okay. So some of you really have this interest about what's coming next in your life. Go into the future here and tell me about this Three of Wands for the sign of Aries. Yeah, you want to take that leap. That's your energy. You're all about the go right now. Okay. As soon as quarantine ends, you bet your bottom dollar the people rushing out the door are probably going to be Aries, or the people that's still very active, trying to find a way to um cure their boredom. You know what I'm saying? Having small underground gatherings. You know what I'm saying? Aries could be doing that. Entertaining a little bit more. Okay. You will be booking travel this summer. Okay. So this is not going to be something, this whole quarantine thing. No, the way things were, I'm just going to say this for everyone. No, you can't expect things to go back to the way they were. Things have been changed forever, going into the 20s. Okay. However, I think that with you, Aries, this happening primarily in your season like this, you're building yourself for this new frontier. Okay, you're actually looking forward to go out into this world. Okay, to develop a new judgment about something. All right, like I said, you may have a reconciliation that's coming towards you with this Three of Wands. It's not like, again, I'm not getting the energy that Aries is trying to avoid this person. You just don't notice it. So if you've been wondering, if someone's been trying to get at you, um you've been feeling that energy. Maybe in the past, you may have conjured somebody up, Aries. You may have conjured someone up. You may have forgot about it, not even thought about it, and boom, out of nowhere, you may get either a DM out of nowhere you may get like a friend's request, or something on Facebook or something social media wise, okay, that you hadn't even considered. All right, and it's gonna feel like, okay, this is nice, but I'm looking forward to what else is out there. I guess because of that anxious energy I'm picking up with Aries, being kind of cooped up and having your travel or your momentum limited. I won't even say travel. I'm gonna say your momentum in any way that may be, in some kind of way. All right. So just look out for that. But it may actually be some offers or opportunities that you looked over, going that will become very apparent to you, that you probably want to take a choice, a chance, coming up in May. Okay, and so let's go ahead and get into Taurus really quick. I know I didn't even put the badges up there. You said life is like a box of chocolates. Okay, Tom Hanks ass, honey. Let's go ahead and get into Taurus. All right, so for now until the end of the month, we have the Queen of Wands. All right, the Moon card. Watch out for. Listen, it's time to put a kibosh on anything that is taking you out of character. If be mindful in the month of April, you may have people or you may have circumstances that you're not aware of, that you are not privy to, Taurus. Okay, those things are coming to an end. Your involvement with those things, your ties with those things are coming to an end with the World card here. I'm going to go into the month of May for you. You could be dealing with a fire sign individual, okay? Be mindful of this female. There may be activities behind your back, okay, that you're unaware of, okay, especially with that Queen of Wands and the Moon card there, okay. This right here, there is going to be a change in your world, okay. So let's look at how this affects your season as we go into May. And I really like this because we got the Seven of Swords, but this is in the After Tarot. So in the After Tarot, this person right here gets caught up with like a noose around their ankle. So if anyone was trying to get by or get away with something, they're going to get caught up in that situation. Okay, that could also speak to you. If you're doing something that may be underhanded, you could get caught up in a situation. So be careful about that. Okay, it's definitely going to take a change in your world, but this doesn't necessarily have to be about you, because my perspective as a reader, this is about what is happening to those who are under the influence of Taurus, and not so much the experience of others. Even though if you watch tarot videos, you can do, interpret it how you need to, but this is about your experience. You may find out something that you didn't know about someone, okay? Someone who has a presence, okay? They have a deep, like a presence. You may learn of something. Somebody was capping, like major capping kind of energy, and that kind of is coming to a draw, or we're understanding what it is. And with the World card, end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. Give me more about that for the sign of Taurus. Give me more about the beginning. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands. This is victorious, and in this, the victory is shared. So somehow this being exposed about a person who, you know, a person or situation. It doesn't have to be a person. This could be simply monies. You weren't getting paid what you were worth. Okay. You were not necessarily, you could have been getting cheated. You weren't getting what was due to you in some kind of way. All right, it doesn't have to be as negative, but for some people it can be negative. The good news is that a lot of this is being revealed to you in this month, especially going into May, into your season, and you may see some victories as a result of the changing of your world, the changing of your environments. Some of you have had some friendships, and those friendships are coming towards an end, and what you noticed is that you probably meet other people who may be better suited. I'm not going to say it like that because this doesn't feel like a friendship energy. This feels like an associate, like through getting seeing the truth about a negative matter, Taurus. Not only do you know something, you do, like, it's something revealed to you, but something's revealed to other people. Maybe I'm getting someone was spreading maybe rumors, maybe gossip. I don't know how much they could have been spreading it. Right now it doesn't feel recent, it feels some time ago, but then some truth is found out about it, and you're happy that you know, because it confirms something, but others are also happy too. It's not just you that's happy, other people are happy. It's like a confirmation about something, okay, with that world card, okay. Yeah, there's a balancing of the Tao, moving out of a position of maybe needing assistance and now being able to provide for yourself in some kind of way. It's like we saw this months ago, but we didn't see a lot of what slowed things up. But things look like they're balancing. Okay. Okay. Just be aware of people that you may deal with who have a heavy presence. You know what I mean? Like, uh, um, let me explain what I mean. Let's say it this way: people who have a larger than life energy or presence in your life. Okay, that you may not quite trust. Okay, Taurus. It doesn't matter that this is the Queen of Wands. This could manifest as a male as well. All right. Follow your instincts here, because your instincts will reveal themselves. Even though the Moon card is here, we do have 2 sixes here. Okay. We have the balancing of the Tao, and we have the awareness of the proper actions and winning actions as it relates to the 6 of Wands. You want to be in an energy in which success and overcoming is a habit for you, Taurus, and not just a once in a while circumstance. It's a habit, and through those practices things get real to you, maybe how you've been held back, if that makes any sense. That's what you stand to gain here in the month of April. Okay. All right, so then let's go ahead and get into Gemini. Okay, Gemini. All right. And you guys can look at these readings for your sun, moon, rising. So you don't have to be like static in what you look at. If you're not familiar with your astrology, in this language that I'm using when I say sun, moon, and rising is foreign to you, Google birth chart. You would need to know your birth time, but I think that you would be really interested to know about your star mapping. Okay, so you can Google birth chart if you have your time of birth. Do a quick little analysis, and you'll find out what your rising sign is, your moon sign, and hopefully your sun sign. But yeah, you can check this out for any of your placements. Okay. So let's get into the energies for Gemini. So from now to the end of the month, what is being highlighted for the sign of Gemini? Okay. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, Gemini. What? All right. I like it. At first it was, when it started off, I was like, bitch, but the whole world feel like this. And then at the bottom of the deck, for good measure and extra points, we have the Chariot card. Could be dealing with Cancer energy, but you do have the Empress here. Could be dealing with Taurus or Libra, or you could have this energy in your chart, my dear. Okay, but what this looks like is a steady incline. Okay, we're getting stable. We're climbing out of a situation, and it's in good timing. I believe that Venus is in Gemini, is right now trying in my first house. Okay, so I have been doing some different things, honey. I cannot wait until I can get my hair cut professionally into a bob. Yes, because Venus will be going retrograde, I believe, in May. So Geminis, this is good that you're feeling more stable, and it looks like you may be taking an interest in this month, especially with Venus transiting either conjuncting your sun sign, your moon sign, or if you're like me, your rising sign. You really want to pay attention to your outer appearance and really want to do some things to beautify yourself, and you will be getting this type of attention from other people. Okay, so it shows here. Okay, there may be like a cocooning my Geminis are going through. I'm getting like butterfly kind of energy. Okay, like forced cocoon. You started to do some things. Maybe you were neglecting yourself, your health. Okay, neglecting yourself, doing for everyone else, not doing enough for you, or worried about someone else. Because let's be real, Gemini is a mental sign. Okay, so maybe you were tiring yourself out by thinking about the worry about other people, even if it doesn't translate to action. Just talk, thoughts, communication, text messages, emails, that in the sort, right? So you've been doing all of this, but you've been slow to replenish your energy. I think that Geminis are being kind of hit maybe the hardest with the quarantine, because Geminis are a very social sign. I don't care if Gemini is a homebody by other aspects in the chart. You could very well be, but you like the idea that you can go fuck it up if you need to somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? You like the idea of it. And this whole thing like kills the whole vibe, right? You like the idea of communicating about something different, and having to constantly communicate about one topic gets old for you, because you're not learning, you're not translating nothing. There's nothing new that's happening to build upon the event that you're experiencing. So you get bored straight up. So this right here for an earth sign, for me, would translate as, being out in the cold and not having the monies. Where for you, Gemini, I feel like this is boredom, and you getting a bit on board, maybe getting into your bag about something that you need to do for yourself, your home, your environment, with your people, balancing your books. Taxes are coming around, doing some things because there's something you got your eye on and that you want for yourself. Okay, a certain look, a certain aesthetic. Okay, because the Empress, even though she's pregnant, she's fertile. Let's not, we a lot of people focusing on that because of the nature of what we do here with tarot, is that it's about love and babies. But the other aspect of the Empress is also a woman who is extremely beautiful, who isn't taking any shortcuts when it comes to the care of her hair, her nails, her appearance. Okay, the Empress is very aware. She's Venetian. Venus rules the Empress, okay, which is the ruler to Taurus and Libra. So with this energy, you're very aware at this time of your aesthetics, of your home. Some of you are like, bish, I'm finna order some stuff to spruce it up in here. I don't know if I never noticed my shit, but I need an overhaul. And I think you feel to Venus about to station retrograde. So there's some things that you're thinking about bringing to from the past, maybe even past retro looks, old hairstyles. I know that sounds crazy, but if you can make it a modern twist, maybe a different hair color you used to wear, not like an old hairstyle, like from a different decade and shit, but like a hair color that you flattered you really well, but you know, stop wearing or something like that. Okay, something's going to be happening aesthetically for you, whether that be in your home environment, your surroundings, okay, or for yourself. Okay, and that's kind of the energy or the interpretation that I'm getting off of this too. Okay, another thing too, if you're cross watching for a Gemini, they're going to be feeling themselves. So the price just went up for Gemini. Okay, so I don't care where Gemini has the placement. You have some people who are astrologers and some people who are tarot who, you know, debate about the placement of a sign. I don't care really too much about that, you know. And if the ignorance is bliss, and that's just going to have to be on this channel. The expression, however, is still very, very strong. Okay, for the individual who's experiencing Gemini energy, whether it's sun, moon, or rising. Okay, their experience through life and the expression of the energy is very strong. It's refreshing to see this because Gemini, right before we get into your season, irregardless to Venus retrograding in your sign, there's an awareness and an appreciation that you have for yourself that is very refreshing, especially in a time like this when a lot of people can take advantage of you or have in the past and made you feel out in the cold. Okay, the price just went up on the Geminis. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get into this Empress action. A lot of Pentacle energies. You guys may be dealing with some Earth energies coming up here really soon. Okay, end to holding back. That's what I was feeling. You see the Death card with the Four of Pentacles. This is an end to holding all of that energy back. Over saving, you know, not taking care of yourself, not splurging on yourself. This is the end of that with the After Tarot. It's a special kind of little tarot deck. I know some people use it for regular readings, but I feel like these are awesome for giving us kind of an extra view, you know, to underscore the reading that's being laid out. Okay. And again, I mean, she looks like she's in her bag. She's in her bag. And that's period. Okay. Like you went from literally rags to robes and riches. Okay. Maybe not literally. Okay. It would be nice, but figuratively, in the way that you feel about yourself and in an environment that you coax out for yourself, this is how you feel. And again, this may be because of Aries season for you. Okay. A lot of people experience Aries season so differently. And I think you'll see, guys, through the reading tonight, a lot of people experience Aries season in their own way, no matter what the alignment is. You know what I mean? What's going on? Hey, it's Piper. Hey there, Scorpitarius, Manifester. I love it. You said the Aquarius has Sagittarius in her chart, 3 places along with Capricorn, her Venus. I have a Capricorn Venus. I have Dark Moon Lilith, the South Node, my sun sign, Venus conjunct Mercury, all in the 8th house in the sign of Capricorn. So, and Mars in Aquarius. So I don't know. It's like when you said that energy, I got her energy. No matter, I don't know what they did now. I hope, you know, they ain't fucking it up. All right. Okay. I cannot be responsible for the people. Okay. You know, that's just not vibing the way they should be, or bonding on the vibe. I hope they treat you right. And if not, I hope you get what you need from these readings tonight. Okay. But I don't even know what I was talking about. That's the yeah. I was bonding with you. That's what I was doing. Okay, but we finna get into Cancer. But I think what I was saying was that everyone experiences the seasons differently. Okay, for me, when Aries started, I didn't want no. Listen, I'm sorry, Cancer. Cancer, you are up next. Okay, listen. I just gotta talk there because I haven't talked to y'all for a minute. Hold on now. When Aries season started up, I didn't want to fuck with nobody. Like I didn't want to mess with nobody. Okay, I really, really didn't. Okay, maybe I had an attitude. I don't know if it was my allergies, but I really didn't want to fool with nobody. Okay, I didn't have no words for it. Okay, I don't know. I could have got into a physical fight. I was so grumpy. Ooh, child. But then I got out over it. I mean, it was workload. It was things slowing up, but we got over it. We here, but child, I could have fought a whole army in my spirit. I felt like that because I felt like the whole world stopped. And I was like, wait a minute, ain't enough hours in the day, but did y'all finna stop this bitch? Oh. Okay, all right, Scorpitarius girl or guy, or I'm I said girl. I'm sorry, could be guy. No, I see a guy. I see a guy. Okay, sorry about that, bruh. You're gonna have to get with me. And you know what? I'm so okay, Cancer. I'm sorry, BB. If you do make, um, shout out to BB and shout out to everyone who to BB who really handles the time stamping. I mean, I love you for that. Thank you. I love you for a lot of other reasons, but I really appreciate that. And Cancer is going to love you even more because I have to say this really quick. Scorpitarius, I remember your comment in my video, but I got to say this because you are a cusp sign. I will be starting to cusp this week. I'm so sorry, guys. Again, your girl had a lot of things I had to do personally and business-wise that's off YouTube. And I just am not rolling like that. At the moment to be able to be here and there and in my own personal life at the same time. However, I will be coming back with the cuss reason. Thank you, Scorpitarius, for reminding me of that. And before you had to check me, sir, I went ahead and corrected that. I can't wait to do your personal reading for you. Okay. So I just wanted to say that really quick. Okay. Cancer. From now to the end of the month, what is the energy for the sign of Cancer? Cool. All right. Cancer. What do we have here? Okay, so we have the Empress energy. You know what? And it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me one bit. Okay. We have the Empress energy in the beginning. But I think some of my Cancers, maybe, okay, Cancer, you may be rejecting self-care right now. I'm gonna tell you something. Some of you may be rejecting self-care at the moment because you're really tired. You're trying to provide. You have trying to provide for yourself. You have people who are coming in who are giving you offers, but you feel like they want to use you. They want some form of security from you. They want something, okay? And you feel like they're taking, potentially you could feel as though this is a burden on your back, okay? You're not liking the opportunities that you're getting. Some of you could have a selfish streak or a spoiled streak, and I'm going to ask you to recoil as much as you can from that, all right? Some of you may be in a rejecting mode, really just not feeling it. You may want to be around people. It's like some of you may put a front on that you want to be around people, but you feel drained by your surroundings right now. Let's see. I'm going to see if there's something that's alleviated for you in the month of May. Because it feels like it's tasks that you have to do. Maybe some of you are working from home. You are really busy. This is not a non-blessed position. Maybe you are really busy and sometimes you don't have enough time for yourself is what I'm getting here. Okay. So I don't see this necessarily being financial, but okay, okay. It may not be financial because you're rejecting giving a portion of yourself right now. I'm going to say this right here, Cancer. There may be someone who thought the grass was greener on the other side, and they're going to be realizing in this month that it wasn't that. That maybe the end of the relationship with you didn't help their situation. It brought more burden to their situation. I'm getting that as a story as well. And you're probably going to be rejecting a relationship with this person. You've already been down this path. You've already felt the pains of abandonment for some of you, and you just won't do it again. Or at least before you do it again, you want it, it has to be on your terms. Yeah, a lot of infighting, okay? And that's where this burden is coming from. Okay? If in your spirit you're not feeling it, Cancer, you're not feeling it. If you're not feeling the relationship, you're not feeling the love. If you felt like, okay, now you want me to be your emergency boo, okay? You want me to be your quarantine boo, but when everything was popping in the street, where was you? Like, you want me to be your quarantine buddy because I got all the good food and the good snacks. But where were you when things were were hard? And I know that some people can say, it's about who is there for you when times are rough, but are they there for you or are they there for themselves? So in this month, you may be learning that, Cancer, to distinguish between if someone's truly there for you or if they're there for themselves. If you are there for you, or someone else will be learning if you're there for yourself and primarily for yourself, okay, in a union. And it's going to be outdated. So don't be surprised if you were cross watching for a Cancer. They may not be so open right now because what I'm getting is in the past, again, when things wasn't so dire, you weren't so available. But now that all you had, like all a person may have on their hands is time, then a Cancer may be feeling like they're being exploited, okay? Or Cancer, that may be the way you're feeling, but that's kind of what I'm picking up from now to the end of the month. You may have someone coming in, but the way it's resonating is you're here because there's nowhere else for you to be. And I don't want you to be here because there's nowhere else for you to be. I want you to be here because you want to be here. That you find stability in what I offer. You find a continuity in what it is that I offer. You know what I mean? So yeah, a little bit of that. Okay, so Leo. Leo. We have the Chariot card, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Cups, okay? All right, Leo. So Leo, from now to the end of the month, as we go into Taurus season, okay? The ball is in your court, Leo. The ball is in your court. How are you going to move? Are you going to follow your intuition? Are you going to follow your heart? Are you going to see what's really good in that space? Or are you going to this is the only thing I would say to my Leos: just because you can doesn't mean that you do. And I'm going to say this because I'm going to go ahead and air this part out so that we can get to the good shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, just because you can doesn't mean that you do. Okay? you got some people that you want to settle a score with, potentially Leo. But the way that you may go with it, you may feel that you have an advantage. And you do have an advantage. Ain't no maybe that you feel shit, you do have an advantage. But it's really the context of how you're doing something right now. Less is more is what I'm getting. So if there's an argument, if you're having to remind someone of their place, quote unquote, you can don't overstate your point of view to the point where it becomes obnoxious. And it seems as though you are conveniently placing yourself in a victim role for some sort of pseudo sympathy, as we see indicated here by the Queen of Cups. Okay? Because that's beneath you. Where the Leo doesn't need sympathy. The Leo is the guidance. So this is beneath you. You could be dealing with a Cancer person. But try not to, we're just going to go ahead and answer the darker portion of it. Try not to be emotionally manipulative or manipulative with and colorful with descriptions of people. Try not to, even if you don't like someone, try not to lie about that person's status. Try to adopt energy of, if this person was in my face with receipts to verify, would I still say what I'm about to say? That inner character that none of us get to see. Okay? We just see the aftermath of messiness. This person, you may owe them a couple swords, but try not to use this time if you are paying them dust. This isn't the time with what's going on in the world right now to use this as your advantage to embellish, because it may backfire. Now, on the flip, for my Leos, you could have someone who is playing dirty, and there is embellishment that's going on. Okay? There are some things that you need to rise above and let that person be in that lose-lose battle by themselves, because you're fabulous. This is about following your higher self in this month and really understanding the art of, just because I can doesn't mean I do. Just because I can bring you down to size doesn't mean that I have to exercise that. This will be an exercise in learning when to apply certain amounts of pressure, because in going too far with something, it starts to look as if we're looking at a melodrama, and it takes away the authenticity. That's what this card symbolizes to me: mind games, manipulation. We see that with the water energy here. It could be emotional manipulation that you could experience or someone else could experience, and the overproduction of the whole show or argument takes away cool points from you or from that other person. So if someone else is doing this, let them act the fool. Let them put the whole show on, because ultimately they're going to look like the jackass in the dick for doing it. You know what I'm saying? So like, just take it real cool, real easy this month going forward. All right. If this is a fickle lover, then, tell them to kick rocks. It's beneath you. Follow your intuition is what I'm getting overall for your Tarotscope. Okay. Yeah, you have the Magician card. Either you be the magician and bring magic into the future, okay, or you fall for something. Like, it could go either way. Again, we're getting this character here. This is a weird energy. We're getting the Seven of Swords energy throughout these readings, but when you get this kind of energy here, you got someone who's playing with the arts and like a master illusionist, okay? but the illusionist gets caught, like, like they weren't that much of a master. Let me take away the name master illusionist, just in case, Leo, you're dealing with this person. They're not really a master because they're getting caught. So any, dirty dealings or anything like that, they're getting caught. So technically they're not a master because masters don't get caught. Masters can convince others that it was their idea to do the thing. This person's not quite that bright, because they take credit for the thing and then the thing ends up being stupid anyway. So it's like, whatever. So don't even waste your time. In other words, if you're dealing with this, don't waste your time. But if this is you, then I think me and you have had a talk, and hopefully I resonate with you a little bit. Okay. Okay. Moving on to Virgo. 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 Okay, so Virgo, not a ones. You have another energy. People are really, you know what? People are heavy spying, y'all. People are not shit. You know what? I love humans, my fellow human, like humans and humanity, but people really are a whole trip because through this whole reading, like the common thing we've seen people watching, but you got somebody coming in, you got a hidden situation going on. Okay, you got two hidden situations going on. You got a situation in which you may have someone trying to convince you of their feelings, their emotions, good or bad, different or indifferent, favorable and non-favorable. Okay, but rushing towards you at the same time. However, you're not so quick to let people know your moves or this is what is being told to you. You got people rushing towards you, but like Virgo, you feel a need to like watch your surroundings or watch maybe what you say, or better than that, watch what other people are saying and how they're moving, because you know that their moves are temporary and based on passion or ego, and you're like sitting back and watching. So this is a very contemplative time for Virgos right now, and I would recommend that too. Like facing your demons. This normally could talk about being afraid of something, staying up at night, worried about something, constantly being hunted by one's nightmares. But this is you facing your demons or facing the dragons, like slaying the dragons that inhibit your dreams. Okay, but you may be keeping these things to yourself. Okay, which is very good. Okay, chestnut checkers, that's for sure. Okay, but you do have people watching your moves. Okay, another thing too, you have someone who you're watching or could be watching or intuitively being told to watch. They may move in erratic ways to kind of throw you off their scent, but the scent that you got the first time was the right scent. Okay, so whatever you felt was the right, I don't care, like they may be giving like a performance to you. I don't know. It's like I'm getting the energy for Virgos. You may be dealing with someone, could be dealing with a fire sign, could be dealing with air sign. You also have Pisces on the board too, double air. You could be dealing with someone who is putting on a performance, but you kind of cut to the meat and potatoes. Like you really don't have patience this month is what I'm seeing going into May, going into Taurus season. Okay, yeah, you're going to be very aware of any illusions. Okay, This is about being aware of being caught up in illusions, being caught up into making a decision to pour from cups that like to drink from poisonous cups is what I'm getting. Okay, could be dealing with a heavy Pisces. I'm getting heavy Pisces sun, moon, or rising energy with this. There could be an illusion with this person or with these persons, or vice versa. Maybe something that you're unaware about this, or you could have this in your chart and you just kind of feel a need to be very secretive right now, and you're not very trustworthy, and it's for good reason, because you're trying to protect your family, or you're trying to protect something, your legacy, your future legacy. So some of y'all are really playing chess and not checkers. And you have people who are putting on a show, but you are, and I'm even seeing you entertain it, because you're learning kind of like the art of war. You're learning to entertain it without pointing it out. A hint, the high priestess, because you're making moves and you don't want to set anyone off. Like, you don't want to set people off so that they can then mess with your plans. Maybe this could be a coworker. This could be, even someone you were in a relationship with, but you do not want to set them off so that they can interfere with your plans for your future. And so that's why you're moving in silence, because you got something to lose. And I respect that. I respect that. So you're making amends in certain relationships so that you keep it cool and things don't have to go left. If you recently ended a relationship, maybe you're not engaging. You're letting the person say what they need to say, and you're not letting them bait you into an argument. Okay? Because they could be volatile, and they know where you are because you're at home, or you have to live with someone. Some of you may have to be held up in a home with someone. And again, you don't want to cause you don't want any waves started. So you're just going along to get along. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm getting here in this month. But a lot of that should start to ease up for you as we move into Taurus season. Okay. But yeah, going along to get along may be the best advice for my Virgos. Okay. In your own way. Okay. In your own way. So you define it how you want to. Libra. All right. So this is for my Libras. Okay. Knight of Cups, Eight of Swords, King of Cups. Ooh. Okay, Libra. Okay. So Libra, this right here I'm picking up. The first thing I had was, if you're a single Libra, you're not ready yet. Okay. Just, if you do date, it's dating to entertain. It's texting, communicating to entertain, but there's still some things that you know that you have to get over from the past. That's the first thing. If it's relationship ready and you're a single Libra, okay, there's just some things that you know that you need to get over from your past relationships before you can extend offers or even accept offers from other people. It's bothering you too, because you feel like you're missing out on new love, and you could potentially be feeling that way coming up in this month, especially if you're dealing with another air sign like yourself, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. You are potentially this month, from now to the end of the month, trying to get out of a negative cycle. Maybe you keep going back to an ex. You keep giving, let's try again over and over again. Let's do it again over and over again. And now the nostalgia has worn off of that connection. You feel worn, you feel blocked. And so you may want to cut that connection off in some capacity. Okay. Another thing that's happening, Libra, some of you are not seeing the opportunities in your obstacles right now. You're not seeing the opportunities in your adversaries, and you're not applying the lessons of adversarial or conflictual energy to problem solving. You're not problem solving in your life. You may have someone that comes to you, a figure that's going to teach you how to stop blinding yourself from truth. Looks like someone has been trying to be active in your life to give you a dose of truth, something that you can digest, and maybe you've just been blind to that. Well, not so much in this month going forward. You're going to be very aware of, where you need to turn back around. Okay, maybe where you are stagnated because you're blinded by your own abilities. Okay, something here is saying that you're standing in your way because you're moving, and you're moving. You're trying to chase your shadow instead of carving out a new path. Or you're trying to chase shadows, mere shadows, or reflections that no longer serve you. Some type of event could take place this month for you, Libra, to open your eyes to truth, ultimate truth, about what you should be clear on and what you have very much been unclear about. Okay? Very authoritative energy that you may be faced with, or this could be you, Libra. And it's kind of like ain't nobody got time for that kind of energy. Okay? Whatever nonsense, yeah, Five of Swords, whatever nonsense that one has been enveloped in, that you've overstayed your welcome, or someone else, you've entertained they've overstayed their visit. All right, that shit is coming to an end, because this is about making smart moves. That's going to be the lesson going into May. Okay, this is about making moves that bring you rewards and awards. Okay, if it's not rewarding, it's not worth your time, and you're going to learn to distinguish between what's worth your time and what is merely an illusion, a fabrication of one's desires, and not nothing of the material realm. It's going to become very apparent to you, these things, over the next couple of weeks. Okay, and how you can then carve out your own piece of award or reward in this world, because you have a lot of energy. It's just stagnated. And once we cut you loose from this energy, then we actually can bring some dividends, start earning dividends on those investments. Okay? Stay away from mind games, manipulation, and lose battles. Okay? All right? This is about searching for gold. Yeah, bring balance. There needs to be balance. Needs to be more focused on your goals. Whatever your goals are, that's where the focus needs to be. If there is temporarily kind of a victim mentality, we all can fall into that. But if it is a repetitive motion, this is saying that's beneath you, because you have a special set of skills, Libra, and that is intellect, speed of mind, reasoning, and rationale. And it may be impaired right now, and we need to do whatever we can do to detoxify, so that we can then find balance on our scales. Okay, and that's going to be very apparent in your opposite season here, in going into Aries season. Okay, hopefully you'll get some balance from Venus being in the sign of Gemini, which is trining you. Okay, that's a favorable energy to you. If you guys are not into astrology, trine means favorable energy, in short. Okay, but yeah, Libra, get out your own way. All right, I can't say any more than that. All right, so Scorpio, we have the Four of Wands, the Nine of Swords. You're worried about your. Okay, all right, Scorpio. Okay. Okay, let's see how we can work you up out of this, because I do see that you're worried about your security, your finances, your home. This may, no matter how much you earn, it seems like sometimes it goes right out the door. If it's a earnings thing, no matter how much you fight, how much of an expert you are, how much security you have, how secure you appear to be, there's still a need for this pettiness. And I don't like this energy here. So it could be a good thing, okay? Maybe this is about keeping a leg up with competition. This is going to be a major focus for you this month. It could be because you are getting that Mars energy from Aries, but it's almost as much hell as you give others, or that you can give others this month. It's taking a toll on you and could potentially be disturbing your sleep or disturbing your psyche or your thoughts about yourself. And that's the only thing I'm concerned about when I see this kind of pairing here. So could be dealing with fire sign individual, King of Wands. Okay. But there's a potential for arguments to break out. Try to refrain from this. I know this is an overview. These are not individual readings, so I can't really go into depth. But at this time, Scorpio, if you are housed with this person, try to refrain if you can from arguments. If you have to take some time away, if you have to have some space, demand for your space right now. Okay. Could be going a little stir crazy right now. There is going to be a change to this, it looks like. Okay, some long awaited results. Go into this. This is actually a pretty good thing. Okay, somebody could be petty. You could have some people that are really jealous over gains that you've been able to develop even during this quarantine season, Scorpio. Okay, but this is not about you getting bogged down by competition. It's about you facing it straight ahead, because you do have the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Pentacles. And for me as a reader, when I see the Knight of Pentacles, I see long-term money. That's what that signifies for me. That's how it's manifested itself for me as a reader. Okay, so I see, especially with the after tarot, the money has shown up. So this is a long-term investment starting to pay you back. This could be a person, this could be a place, this could be an activity, something you've invested a lot of time into, but you start to see fruits of your labor develop, and this could be causing a little bit of problem. Maybe some people have a problem with that, but you put the work in, you completed the hours. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. You have a masterpiece to show for what it is that you earn and why you are here. So if anything, you could be just claiming your rightful space, whether that's in employment, whether that is in any area of your life. If you're an entrepreneur, if you are competing for clients, whatever it is, you show people, okay, what you're worth in this time. Okay, you show people that you have what it takes. Not so much that you have what it takes, that you already have what it takes. We already know that you are the GOAT. In other words, okay, you really can show up, but try not to be drawn into things that are too petty, because that also cuts away at your authenticity, because it looks like you're just grabbing for a low hanging fruit if it's an easy win for you. Okay, try not to try to challenge yourself. Okay, if you're not being challenged by what it is you're doing, then you're just doing it because you can, and that's kind of shitty. You know what I'm saying? So challenge yourself. If people are going to be jealous, make them even more mad. Okay, by going up and out of your way to be more extraordinary than you were the next day, and you're not dependent on someone else's energy to be fantastic. This is all energy that you generate for yourself. Okay, and it truly isn't dependent on other people. Okay, so that's what I have for my Scorpios. Okay, just watch out for hidden haters. haters. Try not to tell people about your love life and how good the sex life is. Okay? Try not to tell people how happy you are that you have the option to work from home and you're getting a promotion. You know, in this time right now, you may not be feeling me when I say this because you've had to go through some things to obtain what it is that you have, and I respect that. However, be sensitive to the environment, and more or less, it's not for others, it's for you, so that you can receive these good things in good health, and instead of in pettiness. You know, maybe you like that sort of thing, but just consider what that does to the spirit, because we saw the Nine of Swords, and that just indicates disturbance in your personal life is the cost that you pay for the outer extravagance and exuberance that may be overkill when you already winning. You know what I'm saying? You already winning. So that's all that I got to say about that. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, from now until the end of the month, going into May. We have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands. Got a lot of fiery energy. And then, okay, what happened? Okay. I mean, this looks like a lot of energy, and then it's like, whoop. Like you hold back. Do you get gunshot? Are you feeling a little gunshot right now, Sagittarius? Like you were about to pull the plug on something, and maybe you're not, you're feeling, because of what's going on right now, very unsecure. That's okay. Let's look at what this Four of Pentacles is about. It's like you had things into place, you were feeling secure, and then whoop, I don't know if some funding is cut. Try not to this month. Try not to, count your chickens before they hatch. For sure, Sagittarius. Try not to be so certain about an outcome, because something may fall through where you have to hold back financially of some sort, okay? Okay, Four of Pentacles. Let's see. It's like you make a decision and you talk about it, then at the last minute you change your mind. Okay, there could be some travel delays this month, which we already know, so plan for that. Okay, and just take extra precaution is what I'm seeing. Yeah, the Seven of Wands here. You may something sounds good, but when you look into it, it looks messy. It's not what you thought it was. It's an environment in which you get defensive about something, or you feel offended, or someone else feels offended. But I feel like you are the one who feels offended, and you're, and rightfully so, defending yourself and starting to kind of retract your energy back. Keep your coins. Maybe make new decisions with your investments of somehow. Yeah, this is about balancing. Your ships are coming in, but there may be something that takes place that says, whoa, let's not, count our chickens before. That's the best way that I can look at this right here. A lot of fiery action, but a lot of indecisive action. I'm going to say this: if you're not sure about something, Sagittarius, it's cool. It's cool to put it on the back burner. Okay, it's better to do that than go full head space in, considering the circumstances, and financially you take a hit in it's not what you thought it was, okay? Because with that Seven of Wands, it looks like you're brought into something, right, Sage? And then you get in there, you buy into it, you do whatever it requires to get it done, and then you find out the whole time that you were cheated. If you weren't cheated, you found out something wasn't what it said it was, and you feel the need to either hold your money back, your resources back, or at the last minute change your mind. Okay, so just be this is going to be a little bit opposite of what um Virgo had, and that was getting along to get along, getting along to get along, right? With you, for you to start out trying to get along, um it it may get you hemmed up. So I don't know if this is a relationship situation. If it's coming too fast, Sage, you might want to wait it out. Okay, you may find out that someone who's that you're dating has a whole family or some shit, or financially unstable, and you didn't realize that because on the surface everything looked great. We did have the Queen of Wands there, but then when it actually manifested, we saw that it really wasn't what we thought it was. Okay, so just kind of be careful on the lookout, just for the next couple of weeks. This again is just a flash reading. We didn't go into your full monthly reading, but kind of be careful with that, because you seem very defensive, or you may feel compelled to be defensive. All right, and that's generally because you feel as though you've been deceived in some kind of way. So just be on the lookout for that. All right, okay, so we have Capricorn. From now until the end of the month. From now until the end of the month, Capricorn. Okay, one more. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords. A breakthrough, Capricorn. Okay, looks like you've been looking over your resources. All right, investing them wisely, spending them conservatively but wisely. Looks like you guys may be doing some collaborations. We got collaborations coming up. You have a breakthrough in something. You definitely experience a little bit of victory in this month right here. Looks like you are coming into awareness about a new level of something, potentially with this collaboration. It could be with another fire sign, earth sign, or air sign. But this is a workplace collaboration. So some of you work from home, you have your own business, or you're considering starting your own business, or it may be social media. Okay, whatever it is, it brings you to a new tier or a new awareness about how to do something. Okay, that really frees you up, frees your mind up. Okay, on some things. Let's go into this Ace of Swords as we get into this month, going into the month of May. All right. Potentially, this could have been a connection from the past. This feels very right. Whatever you're about to embark on feels right. It doesn't feel forced. It feels like you're coming home. Like this is where you should have been. Maybe you just heard off your path for a couple of years, and now you're coming back to where you need to be. Okay. Maybe recapturing something that you thought you lost. It could be some kind of dream. This time, kind of, to yourself for some of you, or in isolation, even if you with a whole family. This time is forcing people to be more contemplative, and maybe through maybe making some calls, and through some collaborations, you're able to go towards something that you've been wanting to do, just didn't know how to do it. And that's very positive. Okay, you too will be juggling some things. You too have your ships coming in. Okay, but just like I told Libra, and Libras could definitely check in with the Capricorn reading. It looks like whatever it is bringing you to a point in which you have your spoils of war. You have your winnings. Okay, you have your awards. Try not to overindulge, because you do have Taurus season coming up. Okay, but it looks like you finally get in your bag for some of you Capricorns. If this is a relationship, you are in a relationship with someone, or you may be meeting someone that's in a very similar field as you. For some of you Capricorns, this may not be going down right now. This may not be until June. I don't know why I feel that way. I just feel that way. It may not be into June, but whatever arena you're putting your feet into right now, that you're trying out, you may meet like-minded people that really bring clarity in your life, or this could be a partnership. Some of you may be cutting away. Let's be real. A lot of people who are quarantining can't stand to be in the same house with a person. They were distracted by being at work for 8, 9, 10 hours a day. Some of you are coming to a realization, and it's time to cut that relationship off. And some of you may be moving back home to open a business or start your life over, because you have savings, you have something that you can stand on. It hasn't been easy for my Capricorns, but you actually have something to your name that you can stand on, and you have a team behind you that's willing to stand on that platform with you. You know, that's very positive. But a lot of clarity will be coming to you, Capricorn. All right. As we get into the rest of Aries season and we prepare for Taurus season. All right, y'all, we down to the final two. We have Aquarius, and then we will be finally with Pisces. Okay, how y'all doing? We're just a little over an hour. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Okay. Damn, everybody, this Queen of Wands, ma'am, what are you doing? Ma'am, what are you doing? All right, so Aquarius, you could be dealing with Queen of Wands energy. We also have Capricorn. We have Saturn twice, okay? Saturn just moved into your sign, so there's definitely going to be an end to some old shit and the beginning of something new, okay? Some of you could have this fire energy. A lot of things changing, and your identity and what you feel you can control. Some of my Aquariuses may be worried that they're falling into old patterns, okay? And I'm going to tell you something. This is a karmic shift that you're going through, okay? It's just a karmic shift. Where you learn about your new identity. You're going into a new identity. And so for some of you, you don't trust it. You don't trust this person, these people. And you may be losing a little bit of trust for yourself, is what I'm seeing here. Some of you, it's hard for you to let go of a certain persona or personality trait that you have. And if it's not serving you, Aquarius, it's not. Maybe you are seeing through someone else's persona and seeing people for what they really are. Don't be afraid to be wrong, is what I'm seeing. Okay. Also, try not to be enslaved to your outer image in such a way that take the rule of thumb is that if 1,000 people were watching, would you still do the thing that you're going to do if that no one else is seeing you do? Like if you know, take caution this month, because when I see this energy, it is karmic. It is something that it's a lesson. but it's attempting to do something underhanded or in a toxic way to preserve one's image or persona, especially if you are an Aquarius moon. Okay? It's better to just go ahead and address your demons and make your demons your calling card so that no one is confused. Oh, you got the devil twice too, okay? All right, you got the devil twice, Ace of Cups, and then King of Wands. So you could be dealing with fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Leo, for sure, maybe on the low end, Aries. But there could be try not to have an illicit affair. Just try to avoid any type of, like I said, if you can't do it this month, if you can't do it in front of everybody, not like literally do it, some people, some of y'all Aquarius might be into that, but I'm just saying though, if it can be done in the light, refrain from it now. Break the chains of the ease of use to fall prey to something, okay? Overcome your demons, all right? Because this opens up, if you are dealing with someone who's a fire sign, it adds trust to the relationship and bonding. This person wants to love you with everything that they got, is what I'm getting here. And you need to let them. Learn a new love language this month too with expression. Don't leave the expression onto that person. Be as expressive. Allow yourself to feel the feels. Like, avoid emotional cheating. Okay? Avoid it. Okay? You have a fire sign that is coming into you. You will crave this fire sign. Hands down. Okay? For some of you, this fire sign is the devil. For some of you, this fire sign saves you from your own devil. Okay? They call your devil out for you to see it. Okay? But whoever this person is, for some of you, this person really loves you with everything. Try to, even if you are uncomfortable, allow yourself to feel uncomfortable. Allow yourself to feel awkward, but express your love, and not necessarily always in the public. Build this person up at home and then in the public. Okay? Aquarius care about public image. They do. But it's not just about the public. Actually do it, make them feel it. Feel it. You know what I'm saying? They need to feel it. Other words, it's just, for shits and giggles. All right? Okay. All right. And last but not least, Pisces. I want you guys to say to yourself, I'm worth, like I'm worth everything. I want you to be always intact with your worth. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. I don't know who is going to get this reading right before I go into Pisces, but I want you to always feel your worth and know your worth. Okay? Don't let someone change your currency. What's your currency? Stick to that and add 15%. Okay? Keep your worth intact. Because sometimes, baby, that's all you got is your worth. Make that, like invest in making your worth unshakable. Whatever that means for you. Pisces. Okay, one more. High Priestess, Ace of Wands, and a Star card. That's very good, Pisces. So long as we can get you out of a negative thought process, Pisces, if you are in a negative thought process, it's time to get out your way. I'm going to go ahead and gently call you out, because that's all I have to do to coax my Pisces out of this process, because we can see it, okay? No, you are fantastic, but if you are being delusional, be honest about it, okay? Because on the other side of it, you can take the delusions and illusions and make them into magic for yourself and for others. You have a opportunity right now, Pisces. A lot of opportunities to shine, to put whatever goals you have to use right now. You may feel very ready for a new change in your life, a new arena. You're being told to definitely take that leap of faith. If you are a Pisces and you are a business owner, but you want another stream of income, yes, it's time to do that. Okay. Let's not wait another 6 months. Okay. It's time to bring in a new stream of revenue. Okay. And so long as you are doing this for your dreams, you can't fail at this time. But you will have to pull yourself out of the Eight of Swords and kind of pull your head out of your ass, Pisces. Okay? So let's go into this a little bit more. Okay, we have the Magician card. We have the Eight of Swords yet again. And at this point, you have the universe even helping you out of those bindings. So you can't even say that you're blind to your gifts and talents. You better capitalize on it, or someone else will, is what I'm getting, because you really have a star quality, or you have a product or service that is fantastic. And if you don't capitalize off of it, again, somebody else will. Okay? Or we could be having some Pisces that are capitalizing off of things that they're seeing other people do. Okay? So Pisces, maybe you are feeling uninspired and you're looking for inspiration right now. Okay? For passion. Some people don't need inspiration just for it to turn into a material thing. Sometimes it's the passion to continue doing what they do, or for something that they love. Okay? Be open to creative people and alternative points of views. Don't go with what seems like the most sensible thing right away, because it may be you being lazy and allowing the truth to be subjective instead of being objective about what's true and what's false. Okay, let's not play the objective and subjective games. Okay, some things are fucking truths and some things are fucking false, and that's period, point blank. Some things are a play on insecurities, some things are a play on building up people's strengths. Okay, and that's just what it is. So if anything, Pisces, in order for you to even play in the gray area, you got to understand what's black and white, period. And once we understand what's black and white, then you can create different hues and different shades of gray. But you must understand the different poles. Okay, and that's what we're being told. If anything, you could be also in your own way, because you have a lot of power right now in the universe, a lot of manifestation power, dreams literally coming true, a lot of dream power, things coming to you intuitively. Okay, if you get a gut reaction to act, and don't allow your insecurities to hold you. Fight off those demons. Okay, you see that? It went straight from 8 to 9 of swords. This is slaying the nighttime dragon. This is slaying your demons. Okay, this is not allowing yourself to be affected by your fears and insecurities, but instead facing them head on. And you're not led by your insecurities. meaning you don't act off of your insecurities. You don't make suggestions because of your insecurities. Whatever you offer, whatever suggestion you offer, truly comes from your heart and not through you working through things that you can't accept about yourself. Okay? Being able to accept yourself for who you are fully. And that may be difficult, but you have the magic right now. So the better you're able to do that, the better the world around you, I'm hearing. Okay? Or the better you see fit your returns on this year, honey. Okay, if you in business, if you're going out for a job, if you are trying to do something that gets your name out there, like you have a generator of positive energy, okay, that that could do wonders for your life, okay? It's really going to be how you play it, really, at the end of the day, Pisces, okay? Stay away from relationships that are draining and that are disrespectful to your being and that try to play with your intelligence, okay? Because ultimately that's you playing with your own intelligence, and we don't have time for that BS, okay? You are fantastic and we love you, but again, try to love on the people who love you instead of the people who like are the pie in the sky people, okay? Try not to take for granted those who love on you, because Pisces can be fickle like Gemini, okay? In Pisces, sometimes when people love on you, you can take that love for granted in favor of unrequited love, or people who really don't, they show you love, but they don't really show you the depth of it. So what that does, it leaves you empty when those people turn their back on you, and you have then offended other people who really had your back. So this is a time for you to make that differentiation now, Pisces, okay? That can be, something that comes up, and a lot of us are going through awakenings, but we have to evolve as humanity. And if our Pisces are not there, then the hell with the whole zodiac. You know what I'm saying? So Pisces, this is a time where you really could shine, but it's going to be about you being honest and saying, am I here for pleasing other people who I would have never pleased? Or am I here for the people who were just like me when other people were ignoring me? When other people didn't see fit for me? Do I see fit for those who remind me of their self? Okay. At this time right now. All right. I love you guys so much. This is your girl Nala-Ife for Nala-Ife Tarot. I will be returning for the Trump readings. We have a 3-part reading. Hopefully that'll drop sometime this week. I have been busy and being creative with how I do my things. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, all of the details are in the description box. And I hope you were able to get something that you needed. When I do come back for the main readings, these will include May, because I did take some time off, but we'll get back into it. And also we will have the cusp signs up. Make sure you subscribe to all of our channels here on YouTube. Okay. I love each and every one of you. And if you have any comments, make sure you share those. I would love to hear from you about how the reading resonated. Make sure to thumbs up the video, thumbs down it, bitch. I don't care. If you feel that way, just get it out. All right. And let us know how you feel either way it goes. All right. I love y'all so much. Y'all have a beautiful night, and we will talk to you here soon. Oh, really quick. Hey there, Tawanda. If Tawanda came in, shout out to Tawanda. Okay. BB says, fun fact, Kanye is a Gemini sun and a Pisces moon. Huh. Okay. So Kanye's double fickle. That's why I like Kanye, because I'm a Gemini rising. Okay. And I have Neptune on my sun sign. So I'm a fickle pickle. Okay, I can be a fickle pickle all day long. But anyway, y'all, I'm finna go and get up out of here. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful night ahead, and I will see y'all most likely tomorrow. And over the next couple of days, we'll be resuming the readings, the standard readings and the cusp readings for all 12 of the cusp signs. Okay, shout out to everyone who showed up. I love y'all, and y'all have a good one. Peace. Hey there, Tawanda. I'll see y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. All right. Peace, y'all. Bye.